All right, Vig. New York Yankees. Baseball. All right.
On fire.
On fire. Hot. Fastball.
Yes.
This is a follow-up post to a written one we had previously
Yep.
about
Featured
our
by
guy.
Fitz.
Featured by me. That's right. The future of our starting lineup is Michael Pineda.
Yep.
Correct? You know, we traded the savior for him.
Jesus Montero.
Big deal. All of a
Huge deal.
sudden, just to recap real quick what I wrote about, he's now pitching 90-92 here in preseason, when last year he was averaging 95.
Which is a high average. I mean, to average 95, that's high. That means you're between 93 and 98 all game.
That's burning it. But there are pitchers who do it and who've done it for their whole career. Randy Johnson, your Roger Clemens is. I mean, yes, these are elite level Hall of Famers, but that's what we expect Pineda to do, especially when we trade a surefire Hall of Fame catcher in Jesus Montero for him.
That's right.
So let's bring it back to what we're talking about here.
Yep.
Pineda,
Velocity's down.
Velocity's down
This
about
spring.
3 to 4 miles per hour. And going back to the post I had written, same issue happened with Phil Hughes last year, and we know how Phil Hughes' 2011 was. How much of a case of a concern from your end is it that Pineda's only throwing 92 right now in mid-March?
Scale from 1 to 10, it's a 5 for me, which means I'm concerned.
Okay.
Right? That's right down the middle. I am concerned. Clearly, I think that when a guy comes into spring training, he is still building up arm strength. A young guy like that is not working his ass off in the off season, so he's not coming in throwing gas.
Okay.
He is experimenting with his changeup to the point where he has shown a willingness to throw his changeup. So that's a third pitch, fastball, slider, changeup. So he could be a legit 3-pitch pitcher, whereas Phil Hughes was never a legit 3-pitch
Correct.
pitcher. So my concern last year with Hughes was at a 9 right away, because when you have 2 pitches, fastball, curveball, your fastball better be a tick above 92.
Right.
Right. So I'd say scale from 1 to 10, I'm a 5. Whereas last year with Hughes, I was at a 9 already.
Well, I'm going to kind of say where my scale of 1 to 10 is probably only a 3 right now. But I think I'm going to say some points here that might be a little more detrimental than what you were saying. I would say right now it's a 3, but as a young guy, the way Pineda is, I would expect him to come into camp burning out at 95,
Off the bus.
98. Right.
Off the bus.
Like, why not? You're that young. He's what, 22, 23, something like that? Why not? Why can't he at that age just come out, loosen your arm up, shake it out, boom, fire the ball at 95? So there's a little concern for me there. However, I'm trying to think long term here. I'm trying to think that I know last year he had a big step up in innings, played so well for the Mariners, but did have a little bit weak second half.
Yeah.
Hey,
First half is an all-star.
First half is all-star. Let's have that again. I'm willing to give him a little bit of time before I get too concerned. So I'm going to say it's a 3, meaning it's on my radar.
Yeah.
I expect to see 95 in April, but if I don't see 95, okay, but get the outs. If you start off
And throw your changeup.
right, yeah, mix
Throw your
up pitches, become a pitcher.
Yeah.
But if you are, same as Phil Hughes, through the end of April, if you're 1-3 with a 5 ERA, now I am immediately in red alert concern.
Absolutely, especially because we traded the savior for him. If he goes fastball, slider, changeup, legitimately throws a changeup, and he's got 93 to 95 heat, honestly 97 is even better, he sees it. If he's got the same command. So if he can get that third pitch,
I would
Fitz,
say-
that's my key.
Yeah.
That third pitch is my key, because if he doesn't throw it, he's Phil Hughes. He's AJ Burnett. If he throws it, then he could potentially be CC.
I think you're right there, but I would even give CC a little more credit here. CC is a 95 plus mile an hour pitcher
Coming
in
out
the
of the
8th
gates,
inning.
but coming out, it gets stronger.
Right.
Coming out of the gates in spring training, CC's not 95.
I think that to me is a little comparison of age and experience and days, whereas CC knows right now he doesn't have to throw 95 to prove that he's awesome. He knows that mid-June in the 8th inning after 125 pitches, if he needs to throw a 96 mile an hour, he can. I think Pineda is at the point where he's young enough where he should be able to, and inexperienced and needs to prove enough that he still needs to throw that 95 at all times.
Yeah, if he bounces back and builds up that, we're only talking about a few miles an hour here. We're not talking about he's throwing 85 like Phil Hughes was in spring training last year, right? And could only get it up to 88 during the regular season. Pineda's in the 92, 93 mark right now. Gets up to 95, 96. But I'm saying he's got potential to have a CC arsenal. If he can keep the command CC has, he has he has the arsenal that CC has.
Hey, I'll take the comparison to
Oh,
CC any day of the week.
Both 6'7".
That's right.